starting soon. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit, bringing entertainment to me and you. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit, it's not hard to do. Get ready because the stream is starting now.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another JRabit87 stream. I am your host, JRabit87, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday and is ready because tonight is the night of nights. It is RabitMania. Yes, the biggest RWF show of all year. And I am so excited. But before we get in to all of that, let's get to our sponsors. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly, and we want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all the honor, glory, credit, praise, and just everything that he deserves. We also want to say a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that joins me today. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with me. Of course, another huge thank you goes to our supporters, who I will name individually at the end of stream. Mary Kay. If you have not gotten your Mary Kay yet, feel free to grab that link that I posted in chat to browse all the wonderful products that Mary Kay has for you. Guys, they have stuff for us too, at least for now. So browse, shop, shop, shop. And if you have any questions, whether it's about the products or if you would like information on how you can become a Mary Kay consultant, you can also use that link to ask my hashtag wonderful wife Firebird10, who is a Mary Kay consultant herself, any questions about Mary Kay that you may have.
Support the sick wife.
Support the sick wife, yes. Discord. We have one of those. If you have not joined our Discord and you would like to, feel free to grab that link right there that my wife has provided for you. And come join us. We've got tons of chat rooms. That's where important announcements are announced, decisions are decided, chats are chatted, wrestling results are resulted. What?
My brain just stopped working for a moment.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, come join us on Discord. Another place that we'd love to see you is over on YouTube. If you'd like to check out our past live streams or our highlight videos, feel free to grab that link right there and come join us. We've got got all messed up now. Since it is all free, I do ask that you give the YouTube channel a subscribe, hit that bell icon, give the videos a like, give them a comment. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. If you'd just like to see our highlight videos, we can catch those over on TikTok by grabbing that link that I posted or searching JRabit87. Again, I ask if you don't mind, hit the follow, the like, and the comment. Oh yeah, oh y'all can see all of me now. I guess did we move the thingamabob? I don't know.
I may have on accident.
It's all good.
I may have on purpose. I don't remember.
Yeah. Last but not least, are ways that you can help support the stream if you would like to do so at this very moment. Always keep in mind that nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. Ways that you can help support are in the stream. Feel free to read them and do what you can. So, with that, it's time to huh? It's time to go over tonight's card. So, I have been doing things a little bit differently, where I have been doing the individual matches and talking about their individual stories and not going over the entire card. Well, tonight we are switching back to the original way. That way you guys can tell me which way you like better. And I figure since it's a pay-per-view or big event, it's probably a little bit better this way anyways. So, with that, as always, we have 10 amazing matches for you guys. Starting off first, we have an epic 8-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. After that, JBL has challenged the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase to one more match, and this time the $1 Million Championship is on the line. Immediately after that, we have a tag team match playa as the current RWF Women's Tag Team Champions, the Misfits, Cora Jade and Michin, defend their titles against the Pretty Mean Sisters, Carmella and Tiffany Stratton. After that, our current RWF United States Champion, Carl Anderson, defends his title against the Lucha Libre legend, Rey Mysterio. Then, to kind of take a break from our title matches, we have Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, collectively known as A-Town Down Under. They have actually decided to do something that I never thought they would do. They have actually challenged all 3 members of the Fallen. That's right, it will be a 3-on-2 handicap match. After that, we get back to our title matches as the current RWF Women's European Champion, Chelsea Green, defends her title against Tamina. After that, the current RWF Pure Honor Champion, Bray Wyatt, defends his title against the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. Then, after that, we have the current RWF Men's Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Business, MVP and Omos, defending their tag team titles against Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, collectively known as the New Day. Then, in our semi-main event, we have Bayley versus Lita, as Lita defends her RWF Women's Championship. And then, in our main event of RabitMania, we have a triple threat match as the current RWF Heavyweight Champion, the Big Red Machine, Kane, defends his title against his brother, The Undertaker, and the winner of the 2025 Men's Rabbit Rumble, the Honky Tonk Man. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our show for this evening. So, with that said, let's wind things back up. The first match of this evening is an 8-man ladder match, not Battle Royal, an 8-man ladder match. If you have not been with us, so the Honky Tonk Man was the RWF Intercontinental Champion. He was possessed by The Undertaker, who forced him to use his RabitMania #1 contendership spot early and used it to challenge Johnny Gargano for the RWF Intercontinental Championship. Honky Tonk Man would go on to win, and he would even go on after The Undertaker let go of his possession of the Honky Tonk Man. He would go on to Elimination Chamber, being one of the first 2 men to start that match out, and would actually last the entire Elimination Chamber and successfully defend the RWF Intercontinental Champion against 5 other opponents in that brutal match. Afterwards, though, with the return of Tony Marcus Jones, the RWF president, Honky Tonk Man vacated the RWF Intercontinental Championship for a spot in the main event tonight. So, he will get his rightful main event title match. Granted, it'll be a triple threat match, and of course that will be all the way at number 10. But that has left us without an Intercontinental Champion. So we are starting things off hot and heavy as eight of the hottest wrestlers will battle it out as the Intercontinental Championship hangs from the rafters, and the first man to successfully climb the ladder, retrieve the belt, they will become the brand new RWF Intercontinental Champion. And this match starts next.
The following contest is an 8-man ladder match, and it is for the Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring, representing DIY from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, Johnny Gargano.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Miami, Florida, the host of RabitMania this year. We are here, and we are starting things off strong with a guaranteed new champion. Johnny Gargano entering first feels that he got kind of screwed over having to defend against the Honky Tonk Man.
Representing Los Lotarios from Monterrey, Mexico, weighing in at 198 pounds, Humberto!
Hey, the 305, Miami, that means we're in MVP's hometown. Humberto! And yes, here comes Humberto, another man who felt like he was screwed out of his title, and he's actually had a bit of a rivalry with Johnny Gargano as of late. We'll see if either one of them can recapture the Intercontinental title tonight. comes Dragon Lee, someone that we haven't really seen much of here in RWF, looking for not just to make his name, but a huge opportunity here tonight. Dragon Ball Lee also adds Boo.
Representing Pretty Deadly from seasonal residency, weighing in at 212 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
And here comes the new leader of Pretty Deadly, Tyler Breeze. I like how the setup looks like WrestleMania 28's did in Miami. Oh wow, that wasn't even intentional. I love that. That's great. I tried my best on this arena. I think it turned out pretty good. That's just my opinion. Heck yeah. Prince Pretty here tonight and ready to win his first singles title in RWF. Looks great and is fitting. Thank you. It covers up his face.
Representing the Brawling Brutes from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Fella! Now, just like we do with our Battle Royals, as the last guy is making his entrance, betting will start. And Sheamus again looking to make his name known. And you gotta feel a little bit sad for The Miz and Karrion Kross. They could have been a part of this match, but they are sadly not.
Representing the Judgment Day from Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
And here comes the veteran of Judgment Day. I forget why are Miz and Cross not in this. Well, because The Miz had, instead of coming to Tony Marcus Jones, The Miz had to complain to the audience, trying to get the audience to help get him into this match, and also claimed that it was Karrion Kross, because Scarlett saw it in the cards, that they wouldn't be in this WrestleMania. Of course, Karrion Kross was saying that, you know, why is Miz, his whole thing was Miz and him could have both been in it, because Miz had to be a crybaby, now they're not, because Tony Marcus Jones made it where, since neither one of them wanted to come to him, they would not be in this match, and instead that's why they got the intergender match on our last episode. This is why you don't trust the cards. Only trust in Jesus. Dagnabbit, Miz, Tony's the one in control, not you.
And representing the faces of fear from Charlottesville, North Carolina, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman!
Hashtag trust in Jesus. And here comes the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman. Looking to get away from Bray Wyatt and his former family and strike out on his own.
Representing the Mega Stars from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time,
And as our final competitor, John Cena, makes his way, betting has now opened. As one of these 8 men will climb the ladder and become the brand new Intercontinental Champion. Who's coming out? I don't see anyone. Oh, dagnabbit. There he goes. Can't wait to see how they do heel Cena in 2K26, right? And Finn already has it. Wow! Wow! I didn't even have a chance to do anything.
Here is your winner, Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor.
What? What is right? Finn Balor surprising everybody by making extremely quick work of that 8-man ladder match, and RabitMania is starting off strong indeed. We have a new Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. Hopefully, the rest of our matches won't go that quick. I honestly did not expect that one to end. I thought that was going to be one of the longest matches of the night, and it is probably going to be the quickest match of the night. I'm speechless. Quickest ladder match in wrestling history. That deserves to be a highlight upload on TikTok all by itself. I might just have to do that. Well then, no use in standing unceremoniously. We were guaranteed a brand new Intercontinental Champion. Finn Balor took advantage of that. He is our Intercontinental Champion. Well, coming up next, we actually have a one-on-one match. Next up, JBL challenges Ted DiBiase for the $1 Million Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the $1 Million Championship.
And here he comes. He is turned on the $1 Million Man. And we actually have some big news from Ted DiBiase here tonight. But I'll get into that later. For now, the $1 Million Championship is on the line as JBL seems to want to claim it and put the $1 Million Man out.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's gonna pay. 'Cause the $1 Million Man always gets his way.
So we have learned that after tonight, Ted DiBiase is officially retiring from RWF. He is disbanding Money Inc., his new Money Inc., and he is retiring. Can JBL retire Ted DiBiase and let the $1 Million Championship live on? Or will the $1 Million Man retire with the $1 Million Championship? Hashtag thank you, Ted.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. And his opponent from Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 260 pounds, the $1 Million Champion, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
This is the first time the $1 Million Championship has actually been on the line here in RWF. Now it is not it is not an officially recognized title, but we sure would love to keep the title around here in RWF. And Ted DiBiase starting things off strong, not wanting to go without a fight. Recover. Kick out at 1. We have also learned that Cameron Grimes and Shane McMahon will also be retiring. So Money Incorporated is officially dead. This will be the last night that we see any member of Money Incorporated, with the exception of, former members like JBL and Baron Corbin. But right now, we don't want to stand on such sad news as we have, thank you Grimes and Shane, as we are getting this huge title match here tonight. There's only one other time that Ted was even willing to put his title on the line here in RWF, and it was going to be against Baron Corbin, but Corbin wasn't able to meet the challenge to even, challenge Ted for the belt. And unfortunately, we never got that match. But it is on the line here tonight. And of course, the big question, as always, is will Ted retire with his belt, or will the belt live on in RWF with JBL as its champion? And if it does, do we start considering it an official belt here in RWF? JBL, count of 4. He's got to remember the belt does not change on a count out. And he won't get a second chance. Reversal there by the $1 Million Man. I think it'd be cool as an official belt in that case if that doesn't make RWF have too many belts, right? That's my only real concern, is we've got an awful lot of belts right now. Count of 6. Again, JBL needs to be careful here. Uh-oh. JBL, you might want to get out. And thankfully, this will not end via count out. Big spine buster into a cover. Title's on the line. And a kick out at 2. $1 Million Man in control at the moment. Lifting JBL up and draping him over the top rope. And there's the clothesline from hell into the cover. Oh, 2.999. Kick out at the last second. Reversal by $1 Million Man, but JBL right back on top. Oh, another reversal. JBL already has one victory over Ted DiBiase. You know Ted's got to be thinking about that, but this time the title's on the line, and sometimes that can make all the difference. Big elbow drop, and another, and another. JBL weakening Ted DiBiase up, and now DiBiase to the outside, but JBL from the top rope hits a diving knee drop. Now JBL going for that power bomb, but Ted DiBiase able to reverse out of it. Onto the barricade. Count of 6, and I don't know, maybe JBL does have some sympathy for his former mentor. Ted DiBiase back into the ring. Oh, and he's got the $1 Million Dream locked in. Will JBL tap out? And no, he's able to get out of it. Another huge spine buster from JBL. Oh, reversal. Enziguri into a cover. Oh, quick kick out by JBL. Now DiBiase just choking Bradshaw there. Big scoop and a slam. $1 Million Man setting up. Elbow from the middle rope into a cover. And a kick out of 2. And there's another clothesline from hell into the cover. And we have a new champion.
Here is your winner and the new $1 Million Champion, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL.
Massive victory for JBL here tonight. Fitting that song would play. Excited as heck to see where this goes. Me too. Oh, coming up next is our next title match. The current RWF Women's Tag Team Champions, the team known as the Misfits, which is made up of Cora Jade and Michin, will defend their Women's Tag Team Championships against Pretty Mean Sisters Carmella and Tiffany Stratton. Coming up next.
Some might cost a little. Some might cost a lot. But I'm the $1 Million Man. And you will be bought.
Here comes the Pretty Mean Sisters, former two-time RWF Women's Tag Team Champions in their own rights. here come the current RWF Women's Tag Team Champions, looking for another successful title defense. A team that they were both cheered by the fans, but they felt that they weren't cheered enough. They felt like people like Shotzi and Tegan Knox were getting the opportunities that they should have gotten. So instead of just sitting around, they decided to turn on the fans, Michin even turning on the OC, to form the Misfits, claiming that they were going to take what is rightfully theirs, and they did just that by becoming RWF Women's Tag Team Champions.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. And is
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Carmella and Tiffany Stratton, Pretty Mean Sisters. And their opponents, the Women's Tag Team Champions, Cora Jade and Michin, the Misfits.
No, this is not our first time watching 2K25. That will start in May. This is our last time watching 2K24. And this match is underway. And what a way to end off RWF's run with 2K24. Exactly. Tiffany Stratton now in with Cora Jade. And this will be the ultimate test for the Misfits as Pretty Mean Sisters when we reopened our doors. Yes, thank you for the answer. You're welcome. For those that don't know, we actually shut the doors on RWF for a little while until we were gifted by one of our awesome viewers the 40 years of WrestleMania version of 2K24. And when we were gifted that, we started RWF back up. We stripped up every champion of their championship, and we held tournaments to crown new champions. And it was during that tournament that Carmella and Tiffany Stratton would reveal that they are actually long-lost sisters, and they would form a tag team and become the RWF Women's Tag Team Champions. Of course, after that, they would lose them to Damage Control, but due to a breach in contract, Damage Control would be stripped of the titles, and the titles would go back to the Pretty Mean Sisters, making them two-time RWF Women's Tag Team Champions. Audio ads. Can't hear again? Hey, I'm glad. That was my first one. Huh. Streamlabs, gotta love it. As match continues, now this is a regular RWF style tag team match because both of these women actually tied, or all four of these women, they tied up the War of Momentum 2-2-2. The same with the men's. It will be a regular style tag team match, which basically what that means is there is no disqualification. There are no ring countouts or rope breaks. Weapons are legal. You can only win by pinfall or submission inside the ring or knockout anywhere in the arena. And only one woman is allowed to be legal at a time, so they must tag out if they want to make their partner a legal member. And there's our first weapon of the evening. A beautiful, beautiful Florida night here in Miami. As these women put it all on the line for this massive crowd. Double arm DDT into a cover, but Carmella is right there and breaks up the pinfall. I tag out to Michin. Great teamwork here by the women's champions. Whee! The tag to Carmella. Springboard tornado DDT by Michin. Also, I hope you guys are having a good night tonight. I'm glad that you guys are with me on this massive RabitMania evening. And I know Nick has said his thoughts. I hope, I hope that you like the RabitMania arena that I have made. My last creation in 2K24. Trying for a kick out, but Michin able to kick, or trying for a pinfall, but Michin able to kick out easily. As a tag to Tiffany Stratton. Looking for a cover. And again, an easy kick out by Michin. It's been a pretty good day, and I hope the same for you. I'll have to respond to your Facebook message after stream. I got busy. It's all good. And now Tiffany going for the Alabama Slammer. Spine buster. And Stratton not done yet. But now just, oh no, she's going to use the hair and just, oh, trying to rip the hair out. A vicious side of Stratton here tonight. A tag out to Carmella and a tag out to Cora Jade. The schoolboy into a super kick. And Jade rolls to the outside of the ring. Meanwhile, Carmella focuses her attention on Michin. And Carmella with a super kick, the knockout, and we have new champions.
Here are your winners, and the new Women's Tag Team Champions, Carmella and Tiffany Stratton, Pretty Mean Sisters.
Another title switches hands here tonight at RabitMania. Oh yeah. Well, coming up next, it is time for our United States Championship match as Carl Anderson defends against Rey Mysterio. Now we do have it, I didn't bet either. Now we do have it on good notion that both men have entered into a gentleman's agreement, which basically means that at least for their entrances, no member of the LWO and no member of the OC will be at ringside. This match happens next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United States Championship.
And here he comes, the man who defeated 7 other superstars in an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal to earn this opportunity here tonight. Hi T. Hi Amanda. Here he comes. He won this title from Jey Uso. He successfully defended against Dude Love. And now he faces the man who is considered to be perhaps the greatest luchador of all time. so far, he even has a victory over Rey Mysterio. Granted, it was tag team action, but he does. Hey, baby, I'm going to sit in the bathroom with hot water running. Okay, baby, thank you for letting me know.
Introducing the challenger from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio! And his opponent, by way of Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 213 pounds, the United States Champion, Carl Anderson!
Anderson definitely has the height and weight advantage, but we have seen Rey Mysterio defy the odds in the past, and he's looking to do that once again. Anderson already has 2 victories over Rey Mysterio, once in 6-man tag team action and once in a regular, just normal 2-on-2 tag team action. But now it is 1-on-1, and the title is on the line. Will we see another title change hands here tonight, or will Carl Anderson once again successfully defend the RWF United States Championship? Right now, Rey Mysterio in firm control of this match, and there's the Lucha Libre style in full control. Only a 1 count. So what Anderson's going to need to do is he's going to need to slow this match down. You don't want to let Rey Mysterio keep this fast-paced intensity. Oh, and Mysterio dialing it up. Going for the 619. And now, oh, went for that splash, but Anderson able to get out of the way. Perhaps a little too much pomp and circumstance by the Lucha legend as Carl Anderson takes over in this match. Anderson able to get a reversal in. Spinebuster into the cover. Kick out at 1. And Anderson setting up. Hits the machine gun cutter into the cover. And Rey kicks out at 2. Rey going to the outside, but Anderson from the top rope looking for something big. Oh, neck breaker from the top rope, showing Rey that he can go high risk too. Now these two getting back into the ring. Rey taking a little bit too much time, taunting here. Gets sent back to the outside of the ring. This match continues in the ring now. Springboard crossbody by Rey Mysterio. Now working on Anderson's arm. And now Mysterio, the version of the neck breaker. Oh, going for the sunset flip power bomb. He hits it, but he doesn't go for a pinfall there. I don't know how smart that was, but Mysterio wanted to continue the punishment. Oh, and that drop kick missed, and now Ray's going to pave. Oh, no, he's able to reverse, and now into a cover. Title on the line. Only a 1 count. And Mysterio setting up for a... He hits a Mexican Destroyer. Again, not going for a cover. Instead, putting Anderson into the corner. On Anderson, able to reverse whatever Mysterio was trying to go for there. Another machine gun cutter into the cover. Oh, 2 point. No. And a massive kick, running kick by Anderson, but he's not done. Going for that cutter again, but Mysterio actually able to reverse. And again going for it, and again Mysterio reverses. Now Anderson trying to get back into this match, but Mysterio right on top of things. Drags Anderson to the ropes. Getting a little bit more lucha libre, but Anderson able to reverse, and now Anderson to the top rope. Diving knee drop. And again, not going for the cover. Anderson, though, in control. Massive shots. Oh, he missed that. But he still seems to be in control. Trying to take out Ray's legs now, but now Ray able to reverse. Drop kick. Ray trying to take out Anderson's legs now. A headbutt to the gut. Oh, missing another drop kick as Anderson takes control. Suplex by Anderson. Looking for a cover. And that was enough.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, Carl Anderson!
Our first successful title defense of the evening goes to Carl Anderson. I may be awake for a bit. Prayers for the bird. And yays for the Carl. I thank you. Do what you need to do, baby. You know I'm here if you need me. But for now, we move on to our next match. A very interesting match. It's a 3-on-2 handicap match that all started in the weirdest of ways. So for those of you who don't know, Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis randomly teamed up with Uncle Howdy during a match, and then Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis randomly got a tag team title opportunity as they were in a fatal 4-way which would determine the new #1 contenders for the men's tag team championships, which would ultimately be won by the New Day. They after they failed to win that, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, collectively known as A-Town Down Under, voiced their opinions about how unfair it was that a unlegit team, the unlegit team of Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis, would get a tag team title opportunity when them, A-Town Down Under, a true tag team, has not gotten a chance. This has led to a very interesting set of matches, which also included Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy revealing that they are now calling themselves the Fallen, and even Uncle Howdy getting involved with all three of them calling themselves the Fallen. A-Town Down, despite this, in tag team action, A-Town Down Under actually has the Wyatt's number, so to speak, and after the events of last episode, A-Town Down Under has actually challenged all three members of the Fallen to meet them in a 3-on-2 handicap match. And that match is coming up next.
The following contest is a 3-on-2 tag team handicap match. Making his way to the ring at a combined weight of 426 pounds, the team of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
And I'll be honest, I honestly didn't think that these guys would have the courage to challenge all three members of the Fallen, but here they are.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 713 pounds, Uncle Howdy, Dexter Loomis, and Joe Gacy, the Fallen!
And here they come, this mysterious group led apparently by Uncle Howdy, sporting a bunch of Bray Wyatt stuff. We saw them face off against the team of A-Town Down Under and Drew McIntyre on our last episode of RWF, with Uncle Howdy getting the knockout victory. Howdy also has a victory in singles competition over both Austin and Grayson. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. But Dexter and Joe have a tag team loss to A-Town Down Under. Looks like it'll be Joe Gacy starting things out with Austin Theory. I am receiving some information from President Tony Marcus Jones as well. Whoever wins this match will have a chance at tag team titles in the future. You see, we have a tag team match and for the men's tag team titles later tonight, and if the New Day wins, then of course we will have that fatal four-way to determine new number one contenders, and whoever wins this will be automatically entered as one of those 4 teams. We also have some more information about the tag team division, but we will talk about that during the actual men's tag team match. Just know that either way, whoever wins this will be in talks for being possibly the new number one contenders for the men's RWF Tag Team Championships. Austin Theory taking it to Uncle Howdy. I gotta give credit to A-Town Down Under. They have not shown any fear at all against this team. The mind games that the Fallen is trying to do have seemingly not worked on A-Town Down Under. The tag to Uncle Howdy. Teamwork interesting teamwork there. There's a tag to Grayson Waller and a tag to Joe Gacy. And now Waller with a submission hold, but Gacy easily able to get out of it. You see the damage has been done though. Reversal by Casey. Austin Theory with a neck breaker on Uncle Howdy, looking for a cover. And Joe Gacy breaks things up. There's a spear by Howdy into a cover. Only a 1 count. Will the numbers game be too much for A-Town Down Under? Or will they be able to overcome the odds? Austin Theory looking for a cover, but only got a 1 count. Now this is just like our normal tag team matches, there's a tag to Grayson Waller. All of our normal rules for a normal RWF tag team match are in place. Basically the only difference between this match and a regular RWF tag team match is the fact that the family or the Fallen have one extra person that they can tag in and out. A reversal by Uncle Howdy. Oh, sleeper hold by Waller. Will Howdy tap out? I don't think it matters though if he does, because they're on the outside of the ring. Pinfalls and submissions can only happen inside the ring. The only way to win outside the ring is by knockout. Waller now getting back into the ring, wanting to focus attention on the other members of the Fallen. Big clothesline by Grayson Waller. Also at the light, hello Piggy, minus the Y. And Waller with a flip over, unprettier on Dexter Loomis. But Dexter is not the legal man right now. Uncle Howdy putting a stop to Grayson Waller's rolling stunner. But took his eyes off of Waller. Waller with a rolling stunner, and there's the knockout. They say anything can happen, and boy, did it ever. As Austin Theory and Grayson Waller overcome the odds and have basically guaranteed that they will be in whatever happens to determine the new #1 contenders for the RWF Men's Tag Team Championships. Certified shock result of the night. Well, coming up next, we get back to our championship matches as Chelsea Green defends her RWF Women's European Championship against Tamina. Coming up next. here she comes, the woman who won an 8-woman over-the-top rope battle royal to earn this opportunity. We also have it on note that an agreement again has been struck that Nia Jax and Piper Niven, at least for now, will remain in the back. And here she comes, the woman who would enter the women's elimination chamber. She would actually enter it last, and she would leave the new women's European champion. This will be her first title defense. I see what you did with that there, Chelsea vote.
Introducing the challenger from the Pacific Islands, Tamina. And her opponent from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, the Women's European Champion, Chelsea Green.
Oh, speaking of pigs, I'm playing in a Minecraft server and it's Pokemon based. I caught a male pig and I intended on naming him Nick. Oh yeah, hello Minecraft pig. I appreciate that. Tamina, of course, representing the bloodline here tonight, looking to get her first gold, her first taste of gold. She has been in this spot before, but is yet to actually capture gold. You're so welcome, my friend. A reversal there by Chelsea. Chelsea with a Rough Rider, shades of her husband. If you know, you know. And there's a Samoan drop by Tamina. And although she's not Samoan, she's close enough. Pig. And I am going to take a brief mute of the microphone to take a drink of my drinky drink. Woo woo woo, I know it. Chelsea Green looking to make use of the champion's advantage, but Tamina back into the ring, and well, Chelsea taking advantage anyways. It's exactly what she's got to do. She does not want to, you know, give Tamina a chance to recuperate here. And just vicious shots there by Chelsea. This is one of those times when it's like you don't realize just how much fight Chelsea has in her. This is, of course, the biggest stage of them all for RabitMania, for the Rabbit Wrestling Federation. So of course she's going to put on her best here tonight. Tamina back in control as these two fight on the outside of the ring. And Tamina, uh-oh, Green going for perhaps a destroyer, but Tamina able to get out of it. And she's got to, Tamina back in the ring, but she's got to be careful here. Thankfully, both members are back in the ring. Tamina's got to remember she can't win the title via countout. Chelsea Green now working on the arms, trying to do as much damage as she can, and now just using those long legs of hers to choke Tamina in the corner. And now Chelsea perhaps setting up for something big. Oh, but Tamina able to reverse. And now Green with a German suplex. Now just punishing the arm. Chelsea Green in control, something I honestly didn't think I would ever say. And from the ropes, but a miss. Tamina now looking to take advantage. Big back elbow. Now it's Tamina's turn to work over the arm of Chelsea Green. Into a cover. Only a 1 count. And Tamina off the top rope onto the outside with a diving crossbody. And hits a super kick. Just tossing Green, and now Tamina demanding a count out. I don't know why she's wanting a count out though. She will not win the title this way. Green taking a little time to talk, and now Tamina gets out to break up the count and put the hurt back to Chelsea Green. Going for a big move, but Green able to get out of it. Green asking for a timeout. Distracted Tamina enough to get the double knees, a count of 6. We could be looking at a count out here. Count of 8. And Tamina's gonna celebrate. And that's it. I honestly don't know what the plan there was from Tamina. I guess this was more about sending a message than it was actually winning a championship. give me a second to mute the thing. And okay, what's up, baby?
I was gonna say championship, not championship, rivalry.
I mean, perhaps we'll see.
We'll see what happens. It's an idea. I'm gonna try that sleep thing again.
Okay. Have a possibly good night.
You have a good.
Well, in both WWE and RWF, Chelsea has no belts. No, she still has the belt. That's the thing. A belt does not change hands via countout. So Chelsea Green is still our RWF Women's European Champion. That's why I don't understand why Tamina did that. I guess we'll have to figure that out. Oh, that's right. Also, speaking of retirements, a moment for me. You're good. Speaking of retirements, we also here at RWF want to thank our female ring announcer Samantha Irving for her time here as a RWF ring announcer, as she will be retiring after tonight as well. But alas, we will be bringing in Alicia Taylor to take her spot. Oh, coming up next is a battle between Mind Games and a Psychopath. Bray Wyatt defends his title against Drew McIntyre, and if you've been watching the past couple of episodes, Drew has showed that he really is a psychopath, as he has challenged Bray Wyatt to face him one-on-one as Bray Wyatt's darkest character, The Fiend. He would actually go on to lose that match. Then he would challenge him to bring out the even darker version of The Fiend, which he would win that by countout. And then, of course, Drew would lose in a six-man match against The Fallen when he would team with Drew McIntyre. And we would find out that it was actually Tony Marcus Jones, our RWF president, who would put his hand to the whole thing, and he has actually declared that Bray Wyatt must compete here tonight at RabitMania as, well, just himself. Not as the Firefly Funhouse, not as the cult leader, not as NWO, not as Muscle Man, not as the Fiend, just Bray Wyatt being Bray Wyatt, the exact same way he was when he won the Pure Honor Championship. Apparently, Bray has accepted this because it is coming up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Pure Honor Championship.
Here he comes. He would defeat 7 other men in an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal to win the right to challenge Bray Wyatt for the Pure Honor Championship. We heard this song once, and apparently we're getting it again as Bray Wyatt is indeed just going to be himself. But I wonder, is that just going to make him even more dangerous? As this is literally every one of his personas just wrapped up into one package. Here he comes. After months and months of trying to claim the Pure Honor Championship, he finally did it. He got so many different opportunities to become #1 contender, and he failed at most of them. He would eventually get a chance to go against Shawn Michaels, but despite that, he still would fail to capture the title. He would gain one more opportunity to face Bobby Lashley, and again he would fail. But then he pulled one last trick out of his bag, claiming that Bobby Lashley didn't defend it against him, he defended it against The Fiend. And he would bring out just himself, what we're seeing right now, and he would win that championship. Bray's gonna kill you. Bray's gonna kill you.
Introducing the challenger from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre! And his opponent from parts unknown, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Pure Honor Champion, Bray Wyatt!
The Master Manipulator versus the Warrior. Drew has proven that he does not fear Bray Wyatt or Bray Wyatt's mind games. He is the psychopath, every bit of a psychopath that he says he is. Bray already has one victory over McIntyre with even that, the second match that they would have where Bray would lose, it would be by count out. So one would almost say that right now Bray Wyatt actually has Drew's number. And right now Bray Wyatt is in firm control of this match. Just as I say that, of course, McIntyre with a big scoop and slam. Oh, but he misses a dive to the outside. Drew McIntyre now putting the hurt to Bray. McIntyre off the top rope, but he misses. Oh, big move there by Bray. Oh no. Oh, just raking the eyes and looking for a cover off of that. Only a 1 count. Bray now working over the arm. Oh, going for that senton, but McIntyre got the knees up. Oh, reversal. McIntyre to the outside though. But Bray locking in a sleeper hold. Easy rope break for McIntyre. Bray looking for a cover. Oh, not even a 1 count. Sister Abigail by Bray Wyatt. He's not done. Looking to put Drew down with the mandible claw. I know, maybe going for a Uranagi. Either way, Drew able to get out of it. And he hits the Claymore. Into the cover. And a kick out of 2. McIntyre trying to figure out what he needs to do to put Bray Wyatt down. And now McIntyre signaling for another Claymore. Oh, but he misses. Bray Wyatt able to sidestep, but now just raking eyes again. Bray sizing Drew up. Misses a stomp, but he hits another elbow. And now Bray sizing up. Mandible claw locked in. Into a cover. And Drew kicks out. And now Wyatt to the top rope. Diving axe handle from the top rope as both men head to the outside. And a Sister Abigail here on the floor. Bray's not done yet. And a miss, and now McIntyre looking to take advantage. Bray able to reverse. Back and forth action between these guys here on the outside of the ring. Count of 7. Bray's back in the ring. Nine, and Drew gets back in. Only to be hit with another mandible claw. And there's the submission.
Here is your winner, and still the Pure Honor Champion,
Bray Wyatt tricking Drew McIntyre to the very end and gets his first successful title defense. Not very serious music there. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have, maybe Drew should have just stayed outside the ring, right? We have an interesting situation, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next is the title match for the Men's Tag Team Championships, and MVP actually sat down with us earlier today to discuss something that we did not expect coming. MVP has unfortunately gotten a better offer from a different company. And because of this, tonight is MVP's last night with the Rabit Wrestling Federation. Now, he has not done wrestling or being involved in wrestling, as he will go on to that other promotion, and we wish him well. However, that leaves us to a very interesting situation here tonight. If the New Day win, then business will carry on as usual. At our first show in May, we will have our Fatal 4-Way Tornado Tag Team Falls Count Anywhere match to determine new number 1 contenders for the Men's Tag Team Championships. However, if the Hurt Business is successful here tonight, then, per Tony Marcus Jones, MVP will leave. And after tonight, they will get their win, but after tonight they will immediately be stripped of the men's tag team titles. And our first episode of the Rabit Wrestling Federation, instead of having a bunch of number 1 contender matches, will instead feature an 8 tag team tournament to crown brand new tag team champions. Now, either way, A-Town Down Under will be entered into this one way or another. If it is a tournament, they will be entered into the tournament. If it is the Fatal 4-Way, they will be entered into that as one of the 4 tag teams. With that said, we are about to find out just how history will unfold, because coming up next, MVP in his last match here in RWF and Omos, the Hurt Business, the current RWF Men's Tag Team Champions, defend their titles against Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, aka The New Day. This has to be one of the most historic nights of not the if not the most historic night in RWF history.
WWE Universe, don't you dare be sour. Clap for the greatest thing going and feel the power. It's a new day, yes it is.
On that intro can only mean one thing. Yes, you're seeing that right. Big E is accompanying Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston for this title match. New Day is no longer booty. Welcome back, Big E. Of course, New Day, former one-time RWF Tag Team Champions in their own right. And of course, Xavier Woods, a former Intercontinental Champion. Here they come, perhaps one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant tag team in RWF history. They came and they defeated Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the Outsiders, to become RWF Tag Team Champions. And they would successfully defend their titles not just once, but twice against the Brothers of Destruction, Undertaker, and Kane. Looking for their third title defense here tonight.
Introducing the challengers. At a combined weight of 417 pounds, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day! And their opponents, at a combined weight of 659 pounds, the Men's Tag Team Champions, MVP, and Almas, the Hurt Business!
And because these two tag teams in the War Momentum are also tied 2-2, this is a regular RWF style tag team match. Although I wonder if you can actually count that, since the New Day do have Big E in their corner for this match. Love those belts. I just hope that you will love the new ones as much as every title is pretty much getting an overhaul in 2K25. And right off the bat, New Day with a massive tag team combination. I love how you could kind of look down there at Big E. He hasn't even done anything and he's already sweating, just like in real life. I'm quite excited to see how things look in 2K25. Relatable, I sweat easy too. New Day, no strangers to these tag team championships. They've already won the titles once before. And of course, as I've said before, Xavier Woods has even tasted singles gold when he won the Intercontinental Championship. And now Kofi Kingston being punished here. Continuously ran into Simba the steel steps. Interesting to see Xavier Woods back to being himself here, as he had a bit of an identity crisis not too long ago when he turned on his New Day brethren to start calling himself Zero. But at least apparently they are on the same page once again. And Kofi Kingston with a big splash. MVP able to reverse it. And once again we want to make sure there's a tag out to the big Nigerian giant Omos. We do want to make sure that we hold no hard feelings towards MVP and his decision to leave RWF. We do wish him all the best in his future endeavors. And of course, we are excited to see this massive tag team match here tonight. Omos, of course, has also spoken with us. MVP got future endeavored. Omos has also spoken with us. He says after tonight, he wants to focus on getting singles gold. Looking for a cover. Says he wants to prove that he's just as dominant as a singles competitor as he is a tag team competitor. Big boot into a cover. There's a tag to MVP. Cover by MVP. Only a 1 count. And now it's Kofi's turn to look for a cover. And MVP is not going to go down without a fight. MVP got a little zealous there and put himself through the table. Kendo stick involved now. Kofi Kingston breaking the kendo stick over MVP's head. There's a tag out to Omos. Oh, big spine buster into the cocky cover. And Xavier Woods breaks up the pinfall, and he's gonna pay for it. But that allows Kofi Kingston to hit Trouble in Paradise into the cover. And a kick out of 2. DDT big by Kingston. And almost able to reverse. Just using all of his weight there on that move. And now Big E getting involved. Allowing Kofi Kingston some time to rest. Oh, and Kingston with a DDT. But almost to the outside of the ring. Back and forth action between these two. Remember, it was Kingston who was able to get a win over the big Nigerian giant. So obviously he wants some payback here tonight. Kingston able to get both of the wins for their team, while MVP got both the wins for his. Or I'm sorry, no. Well, Kofi Kingston got both the wins for their team, while MVP and Omos share both the 2 different victories. And now Kofi going for that splash again. And Omos thrown into that corner with the exposed turnbuckle. Oh, Kofi missing there, and now, oh, big military press slam, but no, Kingston with a reversal into the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, but almost able to reverse into his own, and a kick out of 2. And there's a tag to Xavier Woods, who hits a springboard kick. And now going for the honor roll. He hits it into the cover. And a kick out of 2. Almost being punished here. But there's a tag to MVP now. Sidesteps Woods. And MVP in firm control at the moment. But he tags back to Omos. I don't know how good of a strategy that was, but Omos is in control. Tag back to Kofi Kingston, who takes a baseball bat to the head. Big spine buster into the cover. And somehow Kofi kicks out at 2. Oh, and another big spine buster. There's the knockout, and there's the win. Pure domination as the Hurt Business retains. I guess the one good thing to take out of that is that means we will be getting an 8 tag team tournament in May. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our semi-main event of the evening. A match that is wrapped up in all kinds of controversy, but it is what it is, I suppose. It all started back at the Rabit Rumble, where Cindy of the Rockers would defeat 29 other women to win the 2025 Rabit Rumble, earning herself a spot here at RabitMania, where she was supposed to face off against the Women's World Champion. The Women's Champion. That, and of course, the Women's Championship would eventually be won by Lita. So in all retrospects, it was supposed to be Cindy versus Lita for the Women's Championship. Well, because of all of the stuff that he was dealing with involving The Undertaker, our president, Tony Marcus Jones, completely forgot about this and ended up, and after Elimination Chamber, he set an 8-woman over-the-top rope battle royal to crown a brand new #1 contender for the Women's Championship. That match would ultimately be won by Bayley. But then we reached a problem because Cindy was the rightful winner of the Rabbit Rumble and the rightful person to go on to RabitMania to challenge Lita. But now you have Bayley, who can also say that she's the rightful person to go on to face Lita because she won that 8-woman over-the-top rope battle royal. After a bunch of in-house fighting and a bunch of stuff, Lita would end up in a non-title match against Bayley and Cindy with a very interesting stipulation. That match would actually end with Cindy pinning Bayley, which would result in our last episode where we got Bayley versus Cindy in a Falls Count Anywhere match, and with whoever would win going on to RabitMania. And it would just so happen to be Bayley who would come out on top. So that is what has led us to our next match, ladies and gentlemen. Our next match, our current RWF Women's Champion Lita defends her Women's Championship against Bayley.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better. Face facts, 'cause your opinion don't matter. This a maniac.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Championship.
And here she comes. Whether you agree with her or not, she did indeed beat Cindy and truly has earned this spot tonight. And here she comes. The crowd has still not forgiven her for the evil doings of her past, but that doesn't matter to her. Former RWF Women's Tag Team Champion and a two-time RWF Women's Champion.
Introducing the challenger from San Jose, California, Bayley. And her opponent from Sanford, North Carolina, the Women's Champion, Lita.
It is also my proud, distinct honor at this time to let everybody know that starting in May, the Women's Championship is actually going to be rebranded. It will no longer just be called the Women's Championship. That is actually why I messed up earlier. But what I called it is what it will be known as starting in May. Yes, it will be known as the Women's World Championship. So we will have the Women's World Championship, the Women's European Championship, and the Women's Tag Team Championships for the women's division. With the men's division being the RWF Heavyweight, the RWF United States, the RWF Pure Honor, the RWF Intercontinental, and of course the RWF Men's Tag Team. And apparently the $1 Million Championship. Big move there by Lita, but easy rope break. This darker side of Bayley versus this darker side of Lita. Which one will leave here with the gold? Which one will usher in the new era of the Women's Championship? That is what we will find out here tonight. Reverse of fate by Lita into a cover, but only a 2. Suplex there. And now Lita head into the top rope. Oh, going for a crossbody, but Bayley able to catch her. Big scoop and a slam. But now Bayley misses with a knee drop. And Lita going for that patented DDT of hers into a cover. And a kick out of 2. Jawjacker by Bayley. A little reversal there. Lita tries to get back into things. But now it's Bayley. With a submission hold here. But Lita's able to get out of it. Now these two fight on the outside. Lita again to the top rope. Went for a diving elbow but missed. Bayley taking advantage. Uh-oh. Bayley setting up. Going for the rose plant. She hits it. Into the cover. And a kick out at 2. A "We're Not Worthy" chant by this crowd. And now Lita starting to light things up. Trying for a pinfall. Has enough damage been done? No. And Lita is furious. Going for another reverse of fate. She hits it. And she's not done yet. Now Lita to the top rope once again. Going for that crossbody. This time she hits it. Now going for a scoop slam, but Bayley able to hit a reverse DDT. Oh, and now Lita going for another big DDT of her own. Straight into a cover. And that's it.
Here's your winner, and still women's champions, Lita.
Lita showing that she is the dominant champion. Fair. What do you expect from the woman who was able to dethrone Piper Niven? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that means that it is time. It is time for the final match. The main event of the evening. For those who have not been around, this all started at the Rabit Rumble. That match came down to The Undertaker and the Honky Tonk Man. The Honky Tonk Man would go on to win the 2025 Rabit Rumble, earning the right to challenge for any championship title in the main event of RabitMania. Undertaker would give in to the darkness. He would completely give in, turning himself back into his Lord of Darkness self. He would possess the Honky Tonk Man. He would possess our president, Tony Jones. And he would use this to his advantage to force the Honky Tonk Man to give up, or not really give up, but to use his RabitMania opportunity early to challenge for the RWF Intercontinental Championship. And he would also use this possession to make the main event of RabitMania himself versus Kane, his brother, the current RWF Heavyweight Champion, for that very championship title. Woo! Well, after defeating Tony Jones in a casket match and letting Honky Tonk Man out of his possession, Tony would come and he would force Undertaker to release all of his power on everybody, or else he would not be a part of RabitMania. Honky Tonk Man agreed to, after successfully defending his Intercontinental title inside Elimination Chamber, he would agree to vacate the title. And although Tony Marcus Jones could not stop the Undertaker versus Kane match from happening, he could add to it, and add to it he did. And that is what has led us up to this match. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, our main event of RabitMania, a triple threat match for the RWF Heavyweight Championship, as Kane defends against his brother, The Undertaker, and the winner of the 2025 Rabit Rumble, the Honky Tonk Man.
Say what? Money. I'm global dollar and roll without pity. Like to go out smelling fresh and looking spiffy. Don't like clean money, I want my wrist to be filthy. Plus with that retirement fund, I can't touch till I'm 60. So
just like a mint. Dollar, 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 dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling, got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling, patent pockets. We take the dollar, dollar, can a damn soul stop it? Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold on your bets, here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping out on my own. About time I elevated to claim my own.
Wrestling has more than
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the heavyweight championship. Introducing the challenger from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 247 pounds, the Honky Tonk Man.
And here he comes. The winner of the 2025 Rabbit Rumble.
And introducing the challenger, representing the Brothers of Destruction from Death Valley, weighing in at 330 pounds, The Undertaker!
And here's the man responsible for the entire mess that we have been seeing for the past several months. All because he lost the Rabbit Rumble. When he claims that all he wanted was to face his brother at RabitMania for the championship title. But when that was taken away from him, he couldn't take it anymore. And then he took all of the pent-up darkness and unleashed it into this form.
And introducing the champion, representing the Brothers of Destruction from parts unknown, weighing in at 323 pounds, the heavyweight champion, Kane!
And here's the man who's kind of been strung along through all this. He was possessed by his brother, couldn't defend his title. He has a loss against Honky Tonk Man. He's got control over his own emotions. And he says he's going to prove why he is the big red dominant machine. Now, I should let you guys know that this match has no disqualifications, no ring outs, or no ring count outs, no rope breaks. but there's also no knockouts. The match can only be won by pinfall or submission inside of the ring, which does possibly mean that this match could be the longest match of the night. If these three men decide to take it outside the ring, there is nothing to stop them from fighting out there all night long. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen, but we're here. Oh, and there, Honky Tonk Man with a first weapon shot of this match with his signature guitar smash. Massive shots here as each man just trying to do as much damage as he can to the others. So, some interesting things about 2K25 involving Kane. They actually added in his actual original attire with the one sleeve out. So I'm happy about that. And even more interesting, for the version of Kane that you are seeing in the match right now, for whatever reason, they gave him his original theme song as well. So the theme song that he comes out to in this game is not on 2K25. They have a version of it for when he's unmasked, but for his mask, they gave him the original theme song, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but I'm not gonna say no. Now Undertaker with a choke slam. Cover, but Kane was right there. That's why these matches are so hard. You gotta have your head on a swivel. Everybody heading to the outside now. Maybe I should have made this a Falls Count Anywhere match. Live and learn, I suppose. An Undertaker with a tombstone pile driver. It's still a 5-star main event anyway. Fair. My God, there's blood everywhere. Welcome in, Danny. You're just in time for our main event of the evening. It's a slobber knocker and a blood knocker. A triple threat match for the heavyweight championship and for our last show in 2K24. And what a way to end this era of RWF. Big sidewalk slam by Kane. And now the brothers turning their attention to each other. Now a bear hug. Will Undertaker submit here? No, he's able to get out of it. Oh, taking advantage of the no disqualification rule with a big low blow. Wait. Into a cover. And that's it. Oh.
Here is your winner, and still the heavyweight champion, Kane!
Wait. Kane. Kane taking advantage of the situation with Honky Tonk Man using the low blow. But can you blame him? He escapes with the belt. He does indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show for the evening. And what a show it has been. RWF on 2K24 goes up in flames. How will Taker react? Just as a little bit of a what you missed. We, of course, tonight started out with an 8-man ladder match to crown the vacated Intercontinental Championship. Perfectly done and sequenced for the match. Of course, that match featured Johnny Gargano, Humberto Carrillo, Dragon Lee, Tyler Breeze, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, John Cena, and the man who would end up winning in record time, Finn Balor, who became our brand new Intercontinental Champion. After that, JBL retired the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase by taking the $1 Million Championship away from him. Nice. After that, Pretty Mean Sisters Carmella and Tiffany Stratton became 3-time RWF Women's Tag Team Champions when they defeated the Misfits Cora Jade and Michin. After that, we had our first successful title defense as Carl Anderson successfully defended the RWF United States Championship against Rey Mysterio. Then on a break from title matches, we had a very out of nowhere surprise when A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller got a victory over all three members of the Fallen, Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis, and Uncle Howdy. After that, I don't remember. Did Tamina win or did Chelsea? I gotta remind myself. No, not statistics. Title management. Okay. After that, Chelsea Green successfully defended the RWF Women's European Championship against Tamina. And Bray Wyatt successfully defended the RWF Pure Honor Championship against Drew McIntyre. After that, the Hurt Business, MVP, and Omos successfully defended the RWF Men's Tag Team Championships against Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, The New Day. Lita successfully defended the title against Bayley, and in our main event, Kane successfully defended the RWF Heavyweight Championship against The Undertaker, and the Honky Tonk Man. Remember things to take away from tonight as well. Dagnabbit. Things to take away from tonight as well. The Hurt Business will be stripped of the Men's Tag Team Championships because MVP is leaving for another company. And on our next episode of RWF, we will have an 8-man or an 8 tag team tournament to crown new tag team champions. As well as, other than that, Lita, her women's championship will also be renamed the Women's World Championship. Other than that, I hope you guys have had a great time. We are now going to go into our commands, even though it says it's going to do an ad, and I can't stop it from doing the ad. We're still going to go ahead and get into that, into the I wonder if it'll let me anyways. Snooze ads. I made it snooze ads before it could do the ad. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into our commands, and then we'll talk a little bit about what's coming next. So, as always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly. We want to make sure that we return His blessings by giving Him all the honor, glory, credit, and praise that He rightfully deserves. We also want to say a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that joined me tonight. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with me. Of course, a huge thank you also goes to our supporters, starting with my hashtag wonderful wife, Firebird10, our amazing friends Nick, T, and Danny, the guys who've bought video games for me to play for y'all, Sean and Steve, and of course the 2 digital artists responsible for our artwork, starting with Amon of CNH Podcast, responsible for the artwork down below, and of course Z-Fire Incorporated, responsible for the artwork over there. Thank you guys again so much for everything. Mary Kay. If you haven't got your Mary Kay in, make sure to grab that link there and browse all the wonderful products that Mary Kay has in store for you. If you have any questions about the Mary Kay products or about how you can become a Mary Kay consultant, you can also use that link to contact my hashtag wonderful wife, who is a Mary Kay consultant, who will be more than happy to answer any Mary Kay related questions you may have. Discord. We have one of those. If you have not joined our Discord and you would like it, or would like to, feel free to grab. Oh, wait, you have a good night, man. Great show. Thank you, Danny. Have a good night yourself. If you'd like to, as I was saying, if you'd like to join our Discord, you can use that link that I posted and come join us. We've got tons of chat rooms. That's where important announcements are announced, decisions are decided, discussions are discussed, chats are chatted, wrestling results are resulted, and we just love to have you there. Another place that we love to have you is over on YouTube. If you'd like to check out our past live streams or our highlight videos, feel free to grab that link that I posted and join us over on YouTube. Now, since it is all free and it's another way that you can help support, I do ask that you give the YouTube channel a subscribe, hit that bell icon to keep yourself notified, give the videos a like, and give them a comment, because comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Now, if you would just like to see our highlight videos, well, you can view those over on TikTok by searching JRabit87 or by using that link that I just posted. Again, since it is all free and it's another way that you can help support, I do ask that you give the TikTok channel a follow. You hit the like button there, or give it a heart, I guess as it's said, and give it a comment, because comments are also good for the TikTok algorithm. Last but not least are ways to help support the stream if you would like to do so. Always keep in mind that nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. How you can help the stream right now is now in the chat. Feel free to read that at your leisure and do what you are comfortable doing. With all of that said, I don't know when the next stream is going to be. I don't know what the next stream is going to be. Tomorrow, when I get off of work, I am going to do the highlight video. And my plan is to look at my schedule, and after I do the highlight video, I am going to figure out what the schedule is, at least for the time being. So please keep a check out on the Discord for that. As of tonight, thank you all again. I am JRabit87, and I hope you all have a very good